The wicked, the the ungodly, the ungodly. Hebrew Strong's Concordance 1100. 1100. The ungodly. It's the Hebrew word Belia'al. And in Psalm 43:1 says, deliverance from unjust men. Psalm 43:1. Judge me, O God, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. Deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. JD Niger, Word of Truth channel, Bible teaching with Jeff DeLoach. Jeff DeLoach. Put my hat on. Ungodly man. Means they're wicked. Belial. The word for ungodly men is Belial. Belial. Belial or Belial. People say it different ways. I just say Belial. But Belial has the word lie in it. Belial. Ungodly. You know, people will argue and say ungodly is anything, any little sin that you do. If you steal something, you don't tell the whole truth on something. It's ungodly behavior. You can have ungodly behavior. You can have wicked behavior that's unworthy of God. Belial means wicked or unworthy, useless. But biblically, ungodly means that you are doing more wicked than you're doing good. You're constantly plotting to hurt people for no reason. You enjoy inflicting pain on people. You enjoy getting over on people. You enjoy arguing and making things difficult with people. That's an ungodly person will walk continually in their ungodly ways. It's not a good example is me and my buddy. We take turns buying the newspaper. So we're basically putting the money in. I take one and I leave one hanging out for him. And so we're stealing newspapers. And one of my girlfriends pointed that out to me yesterday. She says, "So you guys are stealing." And I thought about it and I said, "Yeah, I guess we are. We're stealing $3 every week or $6. But we're really not. We're each stealing $3 a week because he leaves it for me, I leave it for him. So we're stealing from the LA Times. And she pointed that out, and I said, wow, maybe I should just buy my own paper. It's only $1.50. But is that ungodly? Is that wickedness? It's not right. It's stealing is stealing. But when you talk about this word, where did I write it down at? It's on the back of this. This Hebrew word for ungodly, Belia'al. It talks about a consistent ungodliness, worthlessness, and it has a lot to do with your desire to hurt people, your desire to be mean-spirited and hurtful for no good reason. You get a wicked person gets joy from causing confusion and havoc. It makes them feel powerful. The narcissist, the narcissistic personality disordered person, the reason they're so damaging is because they act like they love you, but they actually love hurting you. They love using your love against you. They use your good heart against you. That's an ungodly person. That's you, Melanie. You don't get joy out of other people's joy. You get joy out of other people's pain. And it's not, I don't hate you for it. That's just who you are. And you know you're that person, and it doesn't bother you to hurt people. You like it, Melanie, you like it. My ex, she loved causing people to go insane, drive them crazy with her lying and gaslighting and future faking and all those cliches that we use on the narcissistically personality disordered people. Someone like Trump, who's gaslighting all the time, lying, telling you basically a bunch of bullshit. He's driving the whole country insane right now. Because he's an ungodly man. He's an ungodly man. So you maggots, you maggot morons, you're not cool. You're not cool liking that guy. You're just like him. You're wicked. Psalm 1:1 talks about these wicked, ungodly men. Psalm 1:1. Sorry, I'm a little. I've had enough. I'm really kind of. I don't even know what I am. I'm just worn out. It says, "Blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the ungodly." So you maggots, make America go away, people. Make America go away. Make Americans go away. He's making Americans go away, all right. Putting them in trucks and shipping them off. He just wants to hurt people. He just wants to hurt families. You can deport people the right way. You don't need to rip them out of their houses. You find them and you arrest them. But you don't drop military people onto an apartment and ransack the whole building to catch 4 people. That's overkill. And that's what ungodly people do. It's overkill. They do too much. They can't just figure out what's going on nice and calmly, figure out what's going on, tell the people this is how it is. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. You can talk to the judge and we'll see. Right? That's the way it should be. Everyone has a day in court. And once it's in the system that you're not supposed to come back, or you can come back if you do this, and that, or you can stay if you do this, and that. You got to give people a chance to do what's right, or you're ungodly. That's what they're doing to me with the court system. They didn't even give me a chance to defend myself. Didn't even set a court date. And I went in to find out about my court date, and they had put a warrant out for my arrest and didn't even tell me why. I never found out why they put a warrant for my arrest. I'm going to find out Thursday. I'm going to ask some hard questions. What the fuck are you people doing? I want to go to court. I'm not running. It's wicked. They're ungodly. So, blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way with the sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. I've, in my life, I've spent a lot of time. Just yesterday, you can't, what I'm finding out is I can't go to the bar and watch sports or listen to music or be there for any length of time and expect to be safe. It's not a place where a godly man should be. And Jesus went to these places. Places. Jesus went to these places. Jesus went to where the scornful people were. He went to where the prostitutes were. He went to mingle around people that needed him. And that's what I've tried to do my whole life, is to bring a sweetness, a kindness, a loving, open nature to places like that are pretty much filled with people that have spirits. They have demons. And they go to drink to calm the demons. They get the spirits and they level themselves out with the alcohol or the drugs or whatever they do. But I'm finding out the world is changing, isn't it? People are changing. They get very agitated and they turn ungodly. They don't like to see it. They don't like the light. If they see the light in you, it makes them very uncomfortable. And these spirits, if I stay long enough, between my spirit getting wound up too from drinking and their spirit getting wound up from drinking, these spirits, alcohol spirits, hold on. Very interesting. Nice long legs. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate day and night. So that's a good example of what I was trying to say about the difference between godly and ungodly. Just because me and my buddy cheat LA Times out of a few bucks every week doesn't necessarily mean that I'm ungodly. I'm just willing to work against the system sometimes. Sometimes. I fight back against the system. I take my share back sometimes by doing little shit like that. But that doesn't make me ungodly, because I delight in the law of the Lord. I delight in not being a thief. I delight in not being a liar. I delight in hearing good things about people that I know. I delight in reading the book, in understanding who my Lord is, and being grateful that He loves me. And so, there's no way to get around sinning. Everyone's going to do sinful things. They're going to think sinful things. They're going to do sinful things. They're going to act in sinful ways. They're not going to be loving. They're going to be thinking about other gods, thinking about... It's impossible not to have a sin nature. You're in a human body. That's the deal. Can you be perfect? You can't. You can't be perfect. You can only do your best to delight in the Lord every day, and let that spirit of goodness envelop you, the godly spirit, not the ungodly spirit. The ungodly spirit is wicked and unworthy. It's Belia'al, Hebrews 1:1-0. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bring forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper. A godly person brings profit, prosperity, abundance. You can tell them by their fruit. You can tell a tree by its fruit. See, these people out here that are ungodly, I hate to bag on you maggots, but you people have taken religion and made it, you've weaponized religion. You've weaponized the Bible against God's true people. You guys think it's funny because you're not godly, you're ungodly. You elected a criminal, and you stand by a criminal. You stand by a sexual deviant. You stand by an authoritarian, power-hungry blob of a man. He's a devil. There's nothing. He's never did anything good. He buys casinos. He buys buildings and runs old people out of their houses so he can renovate and sue some people. And if you don't know who that dude is, you need to do some studying. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind drives away. In the end, these guys, you people that are following maggot, you're gonna get blown away like chaff, and no one's gonna worry about you. You're gonna blow right off the threshing floor and right into the weeds, and everyone's just gonna go, "Yay, the chaff is gone." Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. A lot of you won't even get to be judged. There's nothing left. There's nothing left to work with. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. There's quite a separation, like I was talking about, being in the bar. It tends to be an ungodly congregation. It just is. Like the bar that I go to, Shooters, the one I was at yesterday, I almost got in a fight with this guy that I don't really like him and he doesn't really like me. And I almost got myself thrown in jail. I wanted to fucking choke him out, man. And I realized how close I came. I'm not supposed to have any police contact right now. I dodged a bullet. I told him, let's go outside, dude. Let's go. I got kicked out for threatening him. I got kicked out for threatening him and causing a ruckus. I was pissed. This guy's a fucking slime ball. Anyhow. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. We were reading, I think it was in Proverbs. No, Ecclesiastes yesterday. The crooked, excuse me. I feel like I have a low-grade infection all the time. It's not good. I see these guys run by, nice and thin, sweating, pounding the pavement. I'm like, I want to be that. I can't do it anymore. I can't run like I used to. I can't exercise like I used to. It's shitty. 64 is a whore. Ecclesiastes. You can't make the crooked straight. Where was it? 3. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is lacking cannot be numbered. That which is lacking cannot be numbered? Is it because there's so much lacking? This is an interesting turn of phrase. That which is lacking cannot be numbered? Is it because there's so much of it that it can't be numbered? What Jesus, when he was Solomon's trying to say is, what's lacking can't be numbered because there's nothing to number. Lacking, it's it can't be numbered because there's nothing there. You can't. It's so lacking that there's nothing there to number. Anyhow, the ungodly, they're popping out of the bushes left and right. Be careful. They're popping up everywhere. Wow. I'm in jeopardy. I'm like an example of when it starts getting hot like this, the ones that are in jeopardy first are the ones that are standing up the hardest, and they're jumping out left and right at me. This year has been, sorry, snorting. This year has been nothing but devils popping out of the bushes. Ungodly. Belia'al. I'll be back. Let's do another one. It's Sunday. I love you guys. JD Niger, Word of Truth. I'm out.